Hello everybody, my name is NerdBird3rd, and today I have a little bit of a shift from what my normal form of content is here on the channel. Normally I'm ranting about the latest game at the time, or I'm saying some questionable things while playing some games with some of my absolute best of friends. But today we are going to be doing something a little different. Something I've technically only done once before on a separate channel that is now, well, dead. Man, I always find a way to make these intros so long. Let me restart. Hello everybody, my name is NerdBird3rd, and today we're going to be rebuilding my setup. You heard that right. Today we are going to be rebuilding my gaming setup. It'll be going from this to this. I know it's blurred, but I just wanted to see if y'all would actually expect me to show the setup this early into the video. I know you're probably thinking, but NerdBird, haven't you already rebuilt your setup and made a video like that on a separate channel? Yes, I have. So why am I doing it again? Well, throughout my 9 years here on YouTube, I've gone through multiple setup changes, starting off in the corner of my old house on my mom's computer. But ever since I moved to my new home, I've been working on building the best setup I can for myself. I started from this, going to this, then going to this, then ending on this, with slight changes here and there. This is my current setup, and for over a year now, this is the setup that has kept me going here on YouTube. You know what? Since this whole setup is being torn down and replaced, I feel like everything deserves a proper send-off with one last montage of the entire setup. So, as a goodbye to this setup and all the memories that this setup has brought with it, here's my current gaming setup.
What we do here is go back.
Now, as I mentioned before, everything here is being replaced. Well, almost everything. There are still certain things being pulled from the setup that'll make it to my new setup. Those things being both of my HyperX Quadcast S mics, my HyperX Cloud 3 wireless headphones, my Elgato Stream Deck, which is used for controlling my PC streams and recordings, my PlayStation 5 for obvious reasons, along with the PlayStation camera, and my Xbox Series S, which technically isn't at my setup and is actually up at my TV, but there's a possibility in the future I'll be getting a Series X, but for now, this is what we got. Everything else, though, is gone. Gone where? Well, I'm taking it down to the deepest pit of hell where I'm going to throw into Satan's ass. Kidding? I'm kidding. I spent way too much money on this setup just to give the devil a good time. Throughout the last few months, I've been asking my friends if they will like anything from my setup, and I'm happy to be giving these away to them, especially because everyone I asked has been around for a good portion of my life, and, you know, a few of them came to my aid in rebuilding this setup, so huge thank you to all of them for all the help and all the support on this. Before going on with building the setup though, let's go over everything that I've gotten for the setup so far. So I don't have everything yet, but this is what we got so far. There's still things that during the building process that we're going to have to get, which I already got the money for. We're good. It's just mostly making sure the sizes and everything's right. Stop. So I'm going to be showing off some of the stuff I have now, some of the stuff I've been collecting since the month of August, starting off with the desk.
Come on, put your back into it.
No, don't fall.
Lift with your back, not your legs. It'll help.
So this, it's in a box right now.
No, it's not. It's out of the box. Get a load of this moron.
Keep going.
And now that's the reason I'm going to put that video in the next Call of Duty video.
No.
So this is an L-shaped desk. I got it from Amazon. I can't exactly remember the brand, but I'll have pictures of it flashing on screen. All the sizes and everything, all the cool pictures that I see.
Is that your address? I'm joking.
It is. It is, probably.
No.
thing. This was actually the first thing I actually bought for the setup, but the desk looks super cool. I made sure that it will at least fit in here. It has replaced my desk right now. Moving on from the desk, we got some new speakers. I'm excited for this because mine already just entirely suck. Logitech, by the way, good brand for speakers and mice. About 50 watts. It's a Z313. Some good shit here. I haven't really tested these out. I've actually seen some videos on them and they're actually pretty good. I'm excited for these. I'm excited to have new speakers in general. Next thing for console streaming, which I probably won't be doing immediately after, until I get a new PC. I have an HD60X. This will help me stream my console to my PC, which will hopefully make streaming console games so much easier, so much better, and we can actually use Discord. Next up, we got yet another Logitech thing. We have a brand new camera. I've seen some videos of this. This camera is actually pretty good. I'm excited from this. By the way, again, if anybody's wondering, everything I've gotten here is either from Walmart or Amazon, so basically you can count this as a Amazon build. So this is the new camera that I'm going to be using to replace my little one. I still like my little one, don't get me wrong, but the quality is not that good on it, and quite frankly, upgrade's always better. Next up, we got the brand new mouse. Don't get me wrong, my Logitech mouse that I use, the G, whatever it is really good. Been with me forever. I have a second one just in case that one breaks. Been amazing. I've had it since the beginning of my setup. But we're switching up. We're doing Predator's gaming mouse. It says the M612 mouse RGB wired black.
Let me see it. Let me see it.
So this is the mouse that I'm going to be using for my setup from now on. I'm kind of excited. I might change up mouse throughout. I might get more mice and stuff because, having extra mice is always beneficial for a PC setup. Stuff like that. Next thing I have, I got an actual audio mixer. Yes. Thank you, Cody. I couldn't think of the word for a second. I appreciate you. This is an audio mixer for the streams and stuff. I'm actually excited to use one of these because I actually don't have one of these currently for my setups. I was looking into getting a Go XLR, but guess what? Don't make stuff anymore. We got this. It's from Amplagame. I've actually did a little bit of research on this thing. So far, it looks pretty good. Got it on Amazon. Had actually a pretty good rating, and all the reviews are actually really good. I'm excited for this one because I've never actually used one of these before, and I really want to look into how this will improve my streaming as it should, audio wise. And the next thing we got, new mouse pad. Pretty cool. Can't wait. It's a big one for the desk. Blah blah blah. I should have put this with the desk, but technically it's just a cup holder. I usually have a drink or something with me on stream. So I decided to get like an actual separate cup holder. My old desk actually had one built into the desk, which was really cool. This one I've actually been looking into for quite a while. This is the Black Widow version 3 10 keyless mechanical gaming keyboard. This one I've been looking into for a while. Don't get me wrong, the keyboard I have now is great, but at the same time, my control button's kind of starting to go out, and
probably because you're smashing your keyboard a little too much.
Actually, no, that one is because, yes, you're right. No, you're right. So I'm really, again, I've been looking into this for a little while.
It's in a box.
Yep, and I can actually clean the damn keys because my other keyboards don't have keys that I can remove and actually clean, so I'm excited for this because my keyboard is covered in Pepsi and Mountain Dew. The next up, as you know, I run off of one ring light, which, it's alright, gets the job done. It's been around for a while. I thought I broke it at some point, but I got it working again. So, I got brand new lights. This actually comes with two. These are from...
And we could use that for our OnlyFans. Buy now, or else.
At markiplier.onlyfans.com.
No. Nerd birthday.
So this comes with two of them. Like I said, this is actually, I'm pretty excited for this one, to be honest with you. And then next up on the list, the most important part to a PC gaming setup, the monitors. Now I got two of the exact same monitors. This is the C25, as you can see at the bottom here.
Dominate play.
These are the C25 curved gaming monitors from Scepter. It has 1920x2080 resolution with 240 Hz max refresh rate. This is edgeless design with 1 millisecond MPRT, which is amazing. Going around on the back here, as you see, you can find all this again on the back, but pretty much I'm excited for new monitors. I've been stuck with the same monitors forever. And then how I'm going to be putting these monitors up in my setup, I'm actually going to be finally using this. I know it's cheap. I might get another one in the future. This one is a monitor mount from On. It is a 13 to 27 inch monitor mount. So this is what I'm going to be using to put up my monitors instead of using the actual monitor stands. Next up, as you know, I'm a PlayStation player. I do have Xbox, as you can see up here, and eventually I am going to get an Xbox for the setup. But for now, we're sticking with PlayStation because, in my opinion, I'm a PlayStation player. I think it's superior to Xbox. Not saying Xbox is bad. It's got all of its good things. It's
the console wars are fucking stupid.
They're very stupid.
They're both
rather
equal.
prefer
We just prefer PlayStation.
For the controller, since I don't have one, I got a charger dock. And I actually technically have 3 controllers. One of them has stick drift, unfortunately. But I usually play with these little things, especially when it comes to games like Call of Duty or Rainbow Six. It's really nice, you know, having these controllers. But what I also got to improve, I got controller grips, which I already have on one of my controllers, but I got some more. I've always wanted these headphones, but I finally was able to get my hands on the Pulse 3D wireless headset from PlayStation. I'm very excited for these. I've always wanted one. I was actually lucky enough to actually find one that's in black to match the setup. This is, again, I've always wanted this since they announced it with the whole PS5 PlayStation showcase, or however they announced the PS5, I forgot. And then to go with the setup, I know that I've wanted to get the new Slim Edition PlayStation 5, but I think I'm going to wait on it. I actually ordered base plates, something that'll help the PlayStation match the setup a little bit more. As you've seen in the current setup, the white PlayStation stands out very much so in the, you know, whole setup itself, because it's the only white thing on it. So I actually got black base plates to hopefully help the PlayStation actually match the setup itself. How am I going to be powering all this? I have no idea how well this is going to work or how much.
Oh, those are amazing.
But thank you, Devin, by the way, for getting me this. We have the Ultra Pro Surge Protector with USB charging with 10 protected outlets and 2 USB ports, which the USB ports are going to be very useful.
Yeah, have fun with the hour long of cable management.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited for that.
Yeah.
But as with that, with all these, that's going to be making my brand new setup. And I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but actually it is, to be honest with you. And now that you've had a proper rundown of everything we have, let's finally start with day 1. Alright, well basically the goals for today is mostly preparing for the whole, you know, tearing down the setup part. Like said, some of the stuff I'm going to be keeping, such as, you know, the microphone, the headphones, blah blah blah, I already went through all that. Mainly the PlayStation, which I still want to play, so I'm going to be taking the PlayStation and I'm going to be putting it up there. But I also want, because you got this shelf here which just has a bunch of like things from my childhood and collectibles and stuff. But yeah, I'm basically looking to, I don't want to get rid of them, but I don't know what to do with them. Probably put them, honestly, up there as well, but we'll see. I of course started with moving stuff around, finding room to temporarily put my PlayStation whilst I work on rebuilding my setup, and to my surprise, it was actually much easier than I thought it would be. The only real concern I had was stuff falling from the shelf itself, but I made sure as I moved things from the original shelf to the TV shelf that they were well secured against the wall. Now, when it came to moving my PlayStation, there wasn't too many problems, other than my dad trying to steal it from me. The only real concern I had with putting my consoles up on the shelf alongside my Xbox was, well, its size. I mean, if you just look at it, it dwarfs almost everything up there in size. I got the PlayStation moved up there, and I was actually fortunate enough to find a headset that had a mic on it. I got it all set up to the TV. I kind of got the TV holding it there. Not saying it's slipping, but still a fear of mine, because that thing was expensive. I also moved everything up there from the shelf over here. Let's just say this looks very... No. This setup looks very barren without the PlayStation there, to be honest with you. It's honestly a little concerning. Alright, and I think that is a wrap for day 1. Day 2, which is tomorrow, I'm going to be actually taking down my setup, which is... Alright, well, today is the day, day 2. Today we're going to be tearing down the setup, and quite frankly, I'm a little excited, but at the same time, just a little sad. You know, just this setup is just, it's been around for a while, okay? Also, yes, my hair is a mess. I woke up around 6-ish hours ago. No. Like I said, yesterday we got the PlayStation up there. I was playing some Call of Duty on it last night. Basically, taking everything down, putting it all in that box there, which has just been kind of sitting there for a while. And I don't know if I want to build the desk today, but if so, I don't know. I think the only big concern I have is the fridge, because I still don't know, well, I guess, and also my internet router too. I really don't know exactly where I'm going to put the fridge in the setup. I was going to kind of leave that as something to figure out after. I do have the measurements for the desk currently not, you know, with me on my phone, on my PC actually. I'm hoping that maybe when I get the desk up, I can, you know, figure out where to put the fridge, the internet router, and also at the same time, you know, when I do get the desk up, I wanted to measure it to see if I can put another TV here, so I'm not gaming off of my console off of this monitor, and blah, 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 blah. So that is really the only big goals that I have today, is tearing down the setup and maybe building up my desk to figure stuff out, and yeah. The real issue is trying to figure out a place to put this in my house. Sorry, Mom. I love you. Alright, that's everything off the desk. I'm still kind of waiting for that to cool down. I'm kind of surprised it's not. The only real thing that I have to wait for is the internet router down there. I cannot speak. It's the internet router down there to move. But other than that, I think it's time to start disassembling the desk, which I'm not going to fully do. I'm just going to at least take off this part, since I know you can, and just keep it together. And if I have to disassemble it more in the future, I will. But also I need to take down the shelf and replace the sound pads back there, which I have a bunch of extra. You can actually see them. If you look, they're kind of hard to see, but you can see all the extra. Because I meant to put a lot more up around the room, but obviously I never did. I also need to replace that one. I cannot remember when this ripped. I didn't even realize it was ripped until I was doing this, and I was like, oh, huh, how about that? So yeah. Alright, and after a little bit of struggling, finally got the desk on. Yay. And I only took it out in like 3 parts, because I don't have the instructions or the patience to figure out how to rebuild that thing without them. But next is this. Grabbing some sound pads, slapping them on the wall, and then, yeah. Alright, and after a minute of doing that, finally got it all replaced. And you can actually see which one the new one is. I don't know what it is. It's kind of brighter, and it's got like weird spots all around it. I don't know though. I could replace them with a different color some other day, but right now, considering these are the colors that I actually like, I'm gonna stick with them. If it ever bugs me too much, I may replace them in the future, but I don't know. I think it looks pretty good though. Pretty cool. Next thing is vacuuming, and I have my internet and stuff plugged in down here right now, and also everything to charge stuff on my bed. But it will change. The internet obviously has to stay down here, but eventually it'll look a lot prettier than this, I promise. The only other real thing I see myself doing today is obviously building up the desk. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm going to have the help of my girlfriend, hopefully. And, yeah. So we're just going to wait till then.
I'm not explaining it. kick you in the...
No! Now we start off the process of building the brand new desk I'll be using for this setup, and with Piper's help, we should be able to knock this right out of the park.
Is this helping you in any shape or form?
Nope.
This is just making it harder?
A little bit.
Good.
Making it colder.
That's all I'm here for.
G. Did I wake you up?
I wasn't asleep, I was on my phone.
You're in my way.
No, I'm not.
You're in my way.
No, I'm not.
You're in my way.
See, now I'm not. I'm playing.
Yeah, let's just say the instructions weren't too clear on what we had to do, and pair that with two people who don't normally build desks a lot, yeah, there was a lot of troubles. However, this would not be the biggest struggle in this build. Building the desk took the rest of the day with a long break in between just due to us, being frustrated. But finally, after some time and patience, the desk was finally finished. Alright, and after a headache and a half of putting stuff on backwards because the instructions kind of suck, we finally got it. And to be honest with you, I thought the desk was a little bit bigger from the measurements I did, but quite frankly, it's alright. The only thing I think I'll really have to worry about is trying to figure out where my lights will go, but even still, I should be good. So basically, we're having two monitors right here with my chair here, and you can turn it this way with the console setup, has the TV, console's right there. Then I'll have like Funko Pops and stuff that I'm going to put up there because I want to do Funko Pop collecting. Something I've always wanted to do but never really did. I'm a little concerned because I realize that these power strips that I've been using are 6, which means I've been using 12 plugins the entire time, and the one that I have is only 10. And I really don't want to plug one of those in, but I mean, if I have to, I will. I'll just be really careful with it. That's day 2 of tearing down the setup and building up the desk. God, this was a real nightmare. I'm so excited for tomorrow. Alright, day 3, we're unboxing stuff. I already showed off some of these at the beginning of the video, but I wanted to, I guess, show them off again as I'm unboxing them. Starting off with both the monitors and the monitor mount. I'm a little curious to see how using a monitor mount is going to work considering I've never properly used one before. I'm going to have TV mounts, but that's about it. I'm a little out of breath. What's in the box? Nope. Ooh. That's nice, I like that. Right down there. Hell yeah. The only real issue I might have here is the back of this doesn't exactly match with that. Unfortunately for me, I didn't realize that at this time the monitor mount that I had chosen was in fact not gonna work. I tried setting it up to my desk with no luck, tried attaching a monitor to it only to find out that the mount couldn't even support the monitor despite how much I tightened it, and in general, this started to upset me more than that one time Splitgate did a few years ago.
Where is he? Oh! Found him! Found him! You found me first!
Funny story with this clip, I broke my wrist after that. Yeah, not proud of that one.
The big problem I'm having with the stand is no matter what I do, it cannot support the monitor. And plus, you can see it's actually leaning because for whatever reason, this down here isn't working. No matter how much I do to follow the fucking instructions, these are not working. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the actual monitor stands on them and use those until eventually I can get one that, you know, isn't this. So there's a lot of hard work just wasted right there.
So I went ahead and removed the monitor mount, unable to get it to work on the desk. I'm sure there's a few reasons as to why it didn't work. Some of it I'll probably see down in the comments. Be easy on me down there. This is only my 4th time I've built a setup, and no, I am not an expert. But after that, I went ahead and grabbed the monitors from out in the dining room and brought them in here where I would easily, without difficulty, set them up. This was me noticing the stand to the monitor itself wasn't doing its job. Basically, the screws keeping the base attached to the neck of the stand weren't properly screwing into the bottom. And as I tried to tighten them, both of the base of the screws quite literally snapped in half. And with no spares to work with, the monitor base was lost. And with that, I reached my boiling point. And I set it all down and walked away. After a bit of a break from doing this, because it's been very upsetting, the stand itself doesn't work. A few other unfortunate things. Well, one, I decided I'd go with the stands for the monitors, and trying to put one of the stands on, the screws to screw the base onto the neck broke in half, literally. Yeah, I'm very stressed out. I'm very upset, and there's already a bunch of other shit going on. Yeah. So, my solution, unfortunately, is to go back to my old monitors. Not saying they're bad monitors by all means at all, but I want an upgrade, basically. So, unfortunately, either way, they wouldn't have worked, even though I did look into it. What went wrong, though, is I kind of forgot that before I chose the monitors I picked, I was looking at different monitors, and I only decided to change it because the brand that was making the monitors disappeared. So we're stuck back with the Samsungs for another setup. Just fine. I will replace them in the future. I don't want to give up hope on those monitors out there. They're really amazing monitors, but right now I cannot put them on my set because multitude of reasons, unfortunately. So in that case, we're going back to these monitors, which sucks, but you know what? It is what it is, and we gotta continue moving forward. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to set up the lights, the the mouse pad. I'm gonna get my keyboard. I'm gonna get everything all set up before, plugging it all in. Another little misfortunate thing that I kind of mentioned before is the desk is a lot smaller than I thought it would be, and my plan was right here to have a TV, much like the one up there, down here. Looking at this, a TV like that would be a little too big for down here. But that's not going to stop me from at least researching other TVs I can get that are smaller, that are maybe even better, so I can still have a TV down here along with my console setup. I was just really hoping, to get the actual monitors themselves set up on actual mounts, and yes, before anything, I know the mounts won't work with these monitors either for a couple of reasons. One, the mount thing, it just doesn't work with these, unfortunately, even though it should. And two, again, the problem that I was having with the monitors is the monitors are too heavy, unfortunately. These ones for sure are too heavy. So either way, monitor mount, dual monitor mount is out of question. We cannot use it, which is, again, extremely unfortunate. But after, getting really upset, maybe punching a thing or two, because, I don't want to give up today. I don't want to let today be a wasted day. I want to continue. I want to try getting this thing as set up as possibly can, and hopefully by the time it's all set up, I'll have the money to get the TV that I want. And I was also thinking about getting a new chair too. I might wait on that though, considering now that, you know, monitors and stuff. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing, and yeah. So we got to compromise with, huh?
Sadly, we ended up removing the dual monitor mount stand and both of the new monitors to bring back the original 2 monitors. Not what I hoped would happen, but it was a better option than giving up entirely and not finishing my setup. But after a long break from the build and recollecting my thoughts and ideas, I continued on with the day by unboxing other setup accessories and setting them up how I wanted them.
The cup holder to this side of the desk. I also realized I forgot to put the headphone things up on this side, so I'll have to find the screws, which I know where they are. I'm kind of lazy to really get them right now and put them in there. So what I want to do is actually want to move this a little bit closer so the monitors kind of align with these a little bit. So that way it's not on the very edge of the desk, but it's not, yeah. My speakers, which are the Logitech. So I'm gonna open this up, see how big these things really are. It's big. You know, unfortunately, the one thing though I realized is technically on the page that I got this, which was Amazon, it didn't show anything about a really big speaker. So, big speaker in here is a surprise to me. Should have done a little bit more research into certain things, but you know what? It's alright. I could probably just put this up here. That. Is enough for the setup itself. Alright, this is where I'm going to be sitting. I need the line right directly in front of me. Just light them off. Now, I didn't buy this with my own money. Parents got it for me for Christmas. And this is the exact one I wanted. And I'm very thankful they did get it for me because, well, can't go wrong with Razer's products. Honestly, can't remember if I have ever checked out any of Razer's products. I know I've known of them, but I don't know if I've ever actually used products from them. So right off the bat, holy shit, this is a nice mouse. Yeah, this feels amazing. It's kind of heavy for a mouse, but it's not bad, I would say. Let's listen. Mechanical. You can actually take these off, right? I don't want to break this. Why don't you open? Here's the legs right there. Pretty much as big as I expected them to be. One of these legs are off. Has a bigger chance of blinding the next person to walk in here unannounced. Should be good for me because I don't like people barging into my room. A little bit like that. Okay. Hell yeah. I like that. So far, we have the monitors, which unfortunately, again, are not the new monitors, but still monitors. The keyboard sounds amazing. The mouse, which I'm very excited for. This thing looks pretty good. I forgot to throw this over here. The mouse pad, which is extremely smooth and hopefully a lot easier to clean than the other one. We got the Logitech speakers, which that's where I'm going to put that for now, which kind of puts a little bit of cable stuff here. But if anything, I could probably run it down this. I don't know though. Got the cup holder on the desk there. I actually have my internet down there already. And then the 2 lights right there in there. Again, I might put that ring light right here, but I have no idea on that yet. So I'm gonna wait. Next up, when we have it, hi Red Bull can, TV right there. And I actually want to put, believe it or not, my PS5 back here. So like it's still inside, yes. It still will have the faceplates that were yet to put on them and all that, but yeah. Now it's trying to figure out what to do about the Stream Deck, the camera, you know, all the other stuff. And so that's what we're going to be doing now.
This is what the setup came out to be so far, and the only real thing that bugged me was of course the old monitors being dirty, but also the fact that it took up the room that I wanted in order to place the mixer in the Stream Deck. It actually bugged me so much that I talked to my dad about it, and when it comes to my dad, failure is never an option for him.
So basically what my dad did for me was yeah. So I got good news regarding the setup, and that is that fortunately, I won't be having to use these monitors because we got them up. Not on the stands, we actually got the dual mount monitor to work. Thank you again to my dad for helping me with that. Basically what he did was he put another board under there, and basically if I am to move it, I need a second person down there to hold it. But it's amazing. I love it. That means I finally have room to put this stuff up here. And I moved my microphone over here. Still gonna figure out exactly what to do with it, but yeah. Basically, all that's left is building the console stuff and plugging it all in. I also got a 12 surge protector right here. I do want to use this one, don't get me wrong. It is a gift from Devin and Ivy and I'm thankful for it, but unfortunately for my PC and the console, I've been running off at 12, not 10. So I'm going to be doing that one, and then at some point I'll find something to do with this one. Probably have something over here, but I don't know. We'll see.
And with that, day 3 of the build came to an end. Today we are working on building the console portion of the setup that'll include my PlayStation 5 and my Xbox. However, during the process of rebuilding, I went broke. Not because of the setup build, but because I'm a fat ass. Usually with my paycheck I'll save $100 for food when I go to work or something like that. Save $100 in general just to save and have the rest as spending money. Well, let's just say I went a little over $100 and spent pretty much all that money I saved on food. Yeah, go ahead, tell me that I suck at budgeting in the comments. I'm very aware of it. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, it's not as bad as Cody spending $1,000 on fireworks only to light a handful of them off. Don't believe me? It's literally in my movie Love Living Life. That's not even meant to be a promotion either. I mean, literally, it's in the movie. It's documented. But due to my queso wannabiness, I had to wait till next paycheck, which unfortunately was a week away. But when I was paid, I immediately went and got a 32-inch Hisense TV, which was just a smaller version of the same TV I have up on my bed, and finally I began working on the console portion of the setup.
PlayStation, ouch, I have my seat here, so I have the PlayStation right here. Honestly, might move it, I don't know if I want it this way or not, I don't know. I could have it like this, and then since the TV's still pretty far over here, I can have my controllers right here like this, or I can even have them back here too, but that's the console. And if you can't tell a vibe of what I'm trying to match now, other than I guess the purple controller, it's really, black. And as of that,
This is the console setup.
After about 30 minutes of doing that, yes, my voice is still very much so shot, but we're gonna try my damn hardest. Yeah, it's not the prettiest, not at all, but it's still a lot more organized than what it could be. These cords I left out on purpose, specifically because they're charging cords and things that I can plug into my PC to be able to get stuff off my phone. Basically, all we have left is just to power it all on, which I'm a little anxious for. But, well.
The number you have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
Yeah, trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center, hit it dead center. Bullseye, hit it the most, is no misses. Something like fish in a barrel, it's no different. Blindfold on me, I still got the most vision. Trendsetter told them before, but they don't listen. Better, bring a better bad because I'm bigger, better. Solo, single, selling several shows at every single second. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Kinda came and crushed the competition, hope they get the message. Look, living it fast, spinning my M in the bag. I never go slow, thinking I'll crash. End up a thing in the past, they know I won't though. Big fish catching me, they gon' need a bigger boat. Ironic how the world stops when I spin a globe. Always showing up. Right. Last year's song still holding up. See the name now and they know what's up. Right. Price hit the top and it's going up. I'm a trendsetter. Whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Hit it dead center.
And as of that is my brand new setup. Of course, as all setups do, there is always room for improvement. Most improvements I would make later on from recording this video. Believe it or not, but I've been working on this video for now over 3 months. The reason for that being because I got caught up in my content grind. I've been working on pumping out a video weekly along with 7 shorts a week, and in the midst of all that, I ended up graduating from high school. After which I had the time to not only finish up many video projects, but to also work on this video. Out of all the videos I've done here on YouTube, this is by far my favorite one. And a big shout out to everyone who helped me on this setup. Within the 3 months since I built this setup though, I made very little changes here and there, such as moving my Xbox down to my PlayStation, collecting a few Funko Pops, and even getting a new PC. However, as of editing this video, the PC is not yet set up, which is why it is still in this box. By the time this video is up, I'll be on my way back from vacation,
Jubilation, in which I'll be spending time with my family as well as filming for an upcoming movie. So maybe I may do a follow-up video setting up the PC. Even though this video took a long time to make and I've been promising it for a while now, I hope you guys still found this video entertaining and maybe it could have inspired you to rebuild your setup as well. And hell, as I said, I'm always looking to improve my setup in future setups to come. So if you have any suggestions on what I should add or do differently in the setup, let me know either in the comments or on my community Discord server. I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who not only supported this journey, but also to those who are watching right now. Obviously, you found some level of entertainment if you're still watching to this point in the video, so thank you. And even though this isn't normally my type of content, still feel free to subscribe anyway, and maybe that'll encourage me to do more content like this. Huge thank you to all the names listed on screen right now for all the encouragement you guys sent my way, and once again, thank you the viewer for sticking around to the end. I hope you had a wonderful day, night, or evening wherever you may be, and thank you again for watching to the end. Till next time, Nerdbird the Third, out.